I am your host, Gladys Martinez, and today we are bringing the fuego in the house with Fire Foods. NiNi, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Yes, we're excited to have you here with us today. NiNi is the founder of Fire Foods, and we're excited for you to be here with us today. So tell us, right? Tell us, let's go into the interview and tell us what brought you to want to start Fire Foods. I know you shared a little bit about your story when we had a gathering not so long ago, and I was so intrigued. I'm like, I want people to hear about your story. So tell us, how did Fire Foods come about?
It started with me on my personal journey after I had my daughter. She's 13 now. So about 12 years ago, I had her and I was like, I don't feel good. I need to do something for me because, you know, as moms, you kind of like, you go through this whole process of pregnancy and then like your hormones and all that stuff. So I started diving into myself, pouring into myself and getting myself in the gym and eating better. And then a few years later, I did a bodybuilding show for NPC. And so you just, you know, lose weight, gain muscle, get in great shape. And that was a journey in itself. And then I started doing personal training. So I was PTing. So I was just like making plans, and people would often ask me for nutrition. How do I eat? What, you know, I don't know how to eat. I'm working out, but I'm not seeing results. So that kind of put like a little, you know, idea in my head. I'm like, you know, I'm spending all this time PTing, but I didn't see a future in it. And like, it was a lot of time. It was very time consuming, and it wasn't generating enough for me to like know that I can build something with it. It took too much of my time. I'm like, if I could just like meal prep for people and then I just help people with their nutrition, I think that I would be happier. Yeah. So along the line, as I'm going through my journey, my brother, literally anybody I come into and like all my family, my ex-husband, they all got like fit seeing me through my journey and my struggles and how it was
inspired them.
Very inspiring to them. I was very motivated. I was very disciplined. And actually during my show, I got to like I was like 96 pounds. I was shredded.
Wow.
So I think that was the time where I built that like discipline.
Yes.
And when you have discipline like that, it's dangerous because that just goes into like everything around you.
Yes.
So I was able to inspire and get my younger brothers into the gym, and they started working out. My brother, he actually transferred from Madeira to Clovis Buchanan. So they're very like their sports program is very like high level, right? So he was like, hey sis, like I really need to put on some muscle. You know, I see you know, you do your thing with meal prep and all that stuff. Like, can you meal prep for me? And I was like, sure, like, okay. So I just started doing it and every week. And then I was like, well, let me see if my neighbors would be interested in something like this. Because at this time, I was a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
I was doing the whole PT thing, but like it wasn't like consistent. And I was just kind of like, I have three babies. So I was mainly a stay-at-home mom. Then I did this on the side. Started in 2023. And so I was like, let me go on Canva. I went on Canva. I made like the most generic like logo. So I'm on my third logo. Yeah. The one that this is
I know the struggle,
one.
Right?
This is 3.0 right here. So
this is the logo 3.0.
Yeah, this is the one that
one's really nice though.
Nice
yes,
penny for,
it's nice. It really is.
So the first one, I was just like on my phone. I was just making this little Canva thing, and I made a little menu, and I shot it out to Instagram has like groups where you can like you know, so it was like a neighbor group.
Yeah.
And all my neighbors are there, and I shot it out, and I started getting orders. And then they had like businesses, and they'll order for their business. And then my family and like friends, you know, social media, Facebook, you know, they just wanted, hey, let me put in an order. So I was like, wow, okay. So that was the year of 2023. And then I got my first partnership with the Iron Office.
Wow.
So that's a pretty well-known private gym in Clovis, Madeira, and I think they're doing a third location. But I started networking in the gym, and this is where I started I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea because I didn't come from a business background. I came from raising 3 babies. So I had...
Hey, but that's a job in and of itself.
Yes, it was.
That's an entrepreneurship venture with no instructions.
None.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I literally, I started networking. I started making these relationships. I started giving my meals out for free. And so they're like, hey, this girl makes meal preps, and all the trainers are talking. Then they'll tell their clients. And then I had the I don't know, how would I say, like, I had the nerve to go to the owner, to the business owners, be like, hey, can I stock my meals here?
Courageous, right?
So
yes.
What the heck? Now that I think of it, I'm like, are you crazy? Like, what were you thinking? But anyways, you just,
you never know though, right?
You never know. My dad, he's an entrepreneur himself, and he says, you're going to get 100 no's till you get a yes. So those little things that he said as I was growing up really stuck with me.
Yeah.
And you never realize that till you're actually in the adult, like, in the world, right?
And here we're thinking they don't listen, but they do eventually listen.
They do. And you have to be careful with that too.
Yeah.
So, so I started I had my first partnership with them, and I was still cooking at home, 2023. I think it was the end of the year. And then I put my little commercial refrigerator, it wasn't little. I had a standard commercial refrigerator in there.
Yeah.
And I had my little kiosk, and I was still branding. I was still, building up
learning along the way.
Yeah,
huh?
learning.
Yeah.
And one day, that situation happened. They called me on the phone, and they said, "Is this Enedina, the owner of this meal prep?" And I go, "Yes." And she's like, "This is the USDA, so that's state level, not local level,
not the federal, the state level."
State level.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think USDA is
federal.
No?
Federal.
Yeah, federal.
Okay, so that's
USDA.
even worse.
The United States. Yeah.
The United States calls me and is on the phone with me, and she's like, we're gonna take these meals out. We're gonna throw them in the trash, and they're throwing bleach on them.
She says, my goodness.
So, she's like, I need to set up a meeting with you next week. Can we talk? Blah blah blah. She wants to go over like compliance issues and what I cannot do. She's like, you're fine. She's like, this is your first warning.
Yeah.
But I do need to sit down with you.
Yeah.
So that whole process it was super embarrassing.
Yeah.
Because they're inside the gym.
Yeah.
And they're just tearing out all my meals, and they weighed it too. They weighed the meat.
Oh my goodness.
They weighed the meat. They weighed all the food. They're tearing it up, and at the end of it, they just threw in the trash and bleached it.
Terrible.
It was so embarrassing.
What did that experience teach you though? Like, I mean, from learning from that, you're like, okay, I know I have something here, because I'm guessing you were like, should I continue to do this, or should I, because there's like, things are going good, and then all of a sudden it's like you get like a tub of cold water come over you, right? Because you're like, all that money, oh my goodness, like,
Yeah.
What were your thoughts going through that?
I remember I was sitting outside, and I was just kind of rocking back and forth, like, who do I, like, I was thinking that I'm at a crossroad right now, so I either push or I'm just going to stop, and I couldn't envision myself stopping.
Yeah.
Because along the way, people would come in my home, and I was already having, like, employees.
Yeah.
Like, where are you going with this? Like, and they would see something. Like, people actually see something before you do sometimes. And people would see... People continue to see like visions for me.
Yeah.
And they see something, and at the moment you're like, oh, what?
I'm just doing it.
You're inside
right
of it, so you're so consumed inside your own business that you can't see out of it. But people see that. So then I was like, okay, so I can't stop. Like, I got to keep going.
Yeah.
So then that's when I seeked out a commissary kitchen.
Yeah.
And I started with the, what's the culinary?
The Clovis Culinary one, yeah.
I was door knocking on there for a long time, and I got no response.
Yeah.
So I found Alex Cervantes.
Okay. AJ's Commissary, right?
AJ's Commissary, yes.
I know. I seen that.
Yes.
And now you have a space there within the commissary, right?
No, my own brick and mortar. That's like out of the commissary.
Wow.
Yeah, but I worked in that commissary for a year. So that was 2024.
Wow.
Yeah, that I was in with him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that was he's my, I think it was on there, but He's my mentor.
Yeah. Okay.
A really,
okay.
really big part of my journey.
Yeah.
I didn't know what a business license was. I didn't know what a permit was. I didn't know the difference. I didn't know what a LLC, EIN, and this, and he was just he would sit down with me, and out of his like kindness of his heart, I didn't, he gave me all these information. He's like, do this and this and this and this, and down to like my operational statement, like what to write in there. And for me, like when I saw those things, I was like, there's no way. I can't go down to the city and get a business license. What is this? Like, I don't know. Like, are you crazy? Just a business license. And now I'm like, are you like, now I'm like, what were you going crazy about? It was just a simple paper.
Right?
You're crazy.
Yeah. So, sometimes we tend to overthink it, right? And it's like, no, I can't do this. But you really can.
You really
and you
can.
have people like, AJ helping you and supporting you with the knowledge that you needed. It's like, and as mentors, right, being a mentor myself, when I see somebody and I'm like, man, this person is special, like you want to help them in whichever way you can, right? Share whatever knowledge that you have that you can get them to the next level is just, it's something that's so rewarding. And I know that AJ looks at it and is like, yes, that I seen it in her. And I know that she had potential in her and we just know it, right?
Yeah.
And it's wisdom that we get on from learning along the way.
Because you guys see it before us. Yeah. That's like I said, you guys see it.
Yeah. And we want to help you avoid those costly mistakes that we've made along the way, right?
Yeah.
And this person has so much potential. Let me water her and get her to where she's trying to go. Yes. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So let's get into the next question, right? So I mean, you did talk about a little bit about the challenge, right? And I mean, that sounded like somebody was hating on you, right? Where they
they
right?
did call,
because that sound like USDA. I mean, I think they come out really when somebody they'll do their inspections and stuff, but somebody somebody seen you that you were growing and you were like, they're taking my business, and that's unfortunate, right? That's unfortunate, but it's like, what? Okay. You knocked me down for this moment, but I'm gonna dust myself off, and I'm gonna because I'm coming stronger. I'm coming back stronger. Yeah. And, so you talked about that challenge, right? And I mean, that was, what was your first attempt at meal prep? I mean, you talked about it, shutting it down, right? But what lessons did that setback teach you that you carry with today as a business owner, right? Because you mentioned you were sitting there, you were rocking, right? And I know sometimes you're like, sometimes when you're stressed out, you go back in that moment of time, like, okay, I got through that.
Yeah.
I'm going to get through anything. So tell us a little bit, like what did that lesson teach you from that setback?
There was no setback.
Well, it wasn't a setback, right? But it was like in my mind, it's like, man, they threw all my food away. Like that money could have helped me, buy some more. But now I have to reinvest to recoup that, right? So what did that lesson teach you along the way? Like,
I would say seek out counsel.
Okay.
Seek out counsel.
Yeah.
Please.
Yes.
Please, before you start something. Yeah. And like with you guys, SPCD and all these wonderful organizations. Yeah. But it's not marketed or something. Yeah. I don't know. There's not marketing in it. Like for free, you can give me some time and there's no cost and I can start up. Like what? Yeah. Like I love that. Yeah. And so seek out resources. But that's so intimidating.
Yes.
Because you don't even know if it's real or not.
No. And
you're like, free?
Yeah.
Like, no.
And see, I grew up in an underserved community, right? And if it wasn't for me going and getting a university education, right, and learning about the resources that are out there, and if I wouldn't have went to school, I probably wouldn't have known about these resources. Yeah. And I'm like, once I discovered these resources, I'm like, how am I going to come back into my community to let them know that there's these resources available? You don't necessarily need to have a college education if you want to go and start a business, right? And like, my whole purpose, I feel, is like to fill that gap, right? Yeah. Where it's like I come across somebody that they have the drive, they have the passion, they want to go and start a business, but they don't know, I have to have an education. Not necessarily true. There's these resources that are available for you. Yeah. And that's what we're trying to do, is like fill that gap, Yeah. And it's something that's beautiful. Yeah. Yeah.
That was when I was introduced to Tim from Valentino.
Yes.
So
good old Tim.
two other people that helped me along my journey.
Yes. Tim is awesome. Valentino's awesome as well. Yes, they're great.
They've been like bricks for me, like hey, guides, and all that amazing stuff. So, but it all just, I don't know. It's just like a day by day thing in networking and talking and putting yourself out there, and that's really uncomfortable.
It is, right?
Like going to all these like the Hispanic Foundation stuff, and I'm like sitting in the corner. I'm like.
You're like, can I just be working in the business? I don't want to be doing the whole networking, but it's part of business, right?
Yeah. So that's where I was stuck at for a little bit. And I realized that I know I need to get out. Yeah. And once I got out, I was like, this is fun.
Yeah, it is fun, right?
This is fun, yeah.
It's like a lot of people think that networking, it's a waste of time. No, it's like you're connecting with the person that's going to be potentially on your team, right? Or you're somebody that's going to be your vendor or what that be. You have to look at networking as an opportunity always. Like, who am I going to meet today that's going to be able to help take my business or whatever it is to the next level, right? Yes. How can I bring this person on? Like, you're when I'm out there networking, I'm scouting. I'm like, okay, I like that, right? So it's like, because you are, it's like you're interviewing people without them knowing that you're interviewing them.
I love that.
It's networking, right? So it's an opportunity. But I mean, I do think like there's some networking events that maybe you don't need to be part of, right? Like it wouldn't make sense for you to go to like an automotive networking event, right? It's like, I'm in food. Why am I going to be in the automotive? Maybe I want to buy a car, maybe, right? But it's like, no, let's network in the places where I know that that's my industry, right?
Yes,
But it's a fundamental.
I think I saw you first at Fresno State.
Yeah. You guys tried the birria. Yes, definitely. Yeah. Networking. There, I would say that's one of my biggest strengths, right? Like I remember when I was going to Fresno State and they like highlighted Gladys and like with this program and they're like, you're just the master networker. I'm like, I love to connect with people. I just do. That's just who I am. Good. It does, right? Yeah. And how, not just looking for an opportunity for how I can bring them to the team. Right. How can I help you with the resources that I have? Yeah. How can I connect you to something that you need that's going to help take your business to the next level? Right. So it's a give and take, but I always tend to give more than I take.
Yeah. Because like those people, these small businesses stuff, they're taking care of their families too, and their employees.
Yes.
Now I have not only my family, but I have people that are like, I need to work, and I'm like, ooh, okay. So I'm just like, I have a lot of pressure, and when they come to me, they want more hours. It motivates me more, and I kind of get sad when I can't provide that for them. But you know how that is.
Yeah. No.
It makes me feel good when I can employ others.
Yes.
I'm always the last one.
Yeah.
And maybe if I do get paid, it's a selfless thing to do to be an employer.
Yeah.
A very selfless thing because for those first few years,
you're looking out for your team. You're looking out for.
You're the last.
Yes.
You're the last on the roster. You're the after overhead, employees, cost, reinvesting to your business. Yeah, you're like, where's all? We're all.
I saw. What am I getting? You're like, what happened? We made all this money, but I think that's the tenacity that the entrepreneur has behind it, right? Yeah, it's like, all right, I got this. I'm taking care of people. I know, God, I know you're seeing this.
I see that.
I don't expect anything, but you're seeing it. I know you got me.
I know. I literally was crying yesterday because I got 2 catering jobs for like 400 plates, and I was like, God sees it. And when things like that happen, I literally I'm so grateful. You have no idea.
Yes, I'm getting chills right now.
I cry and I'm like, my daughter was in the back and I'm like, I was like, baby, I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because I'm happy.
Yes, these are joyous tears. I know.
Okay, mama. And I was like, but that's the entrepreneurship is.
It's a ride. It's like a roller coaster.
I want to get off the
ride. I'm about to throw up. Get me off of this thing. Yes.
I'm about to throw up.
Definitely. Yes.
You have pelvic pain. My stomach hurts.
I'm like, why am I losing hair? What's happening? I'm going gray here.
More gray hair. Like, my hair so like, girl. I know I was just here a month ago.
It's funny because I was just telling a gal this morning, I'm like, Martha, my grays are coming in. What's going on here? I'm like, that's the reason I'm wearing the hat. But I'm like, but no, it's stressful. It's not an easy ride. It's not. It's really not. But, I'm glad that because, meal prep or eating in the world of fitness, it's 80% of nutrition, right? And 20%. Yeah. And people don't understand that, right? You can work out all you want, but if you're not properly fueling your body, you're not going to see results. Yeah. And that's really something that I even tell myself. I'm like, man, I'm working out, but I don't see results because I'm not eating well, right? Yeah. And I think people, once they understand that, they start to see, you know what? Okay, this is worth the investment, right? Yeah. Because there's people out there that don't have time.
Nobody has time.
Yeah, they don't have time.
Yeah.
And I remember my sister, she was telling me, and I don't know, I have to ask my nephew, but I think he used your product before. He was meal prepping from you before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his name's Michael. I don't know if you know who he is.
Is he in Madera?
No, he's in Fresno.
Michael.
And his girlfriend Serena, they were my sister.
Oh, like, Serena,
Serena, she does lashes.
They were my long-term customers for years. Yes. No, years like two. They still, like 2-3 years, 2 years straight. Yeah. Like literally. Yeah. She had a sister too.
Yeah,
Who's getting married?
The sister.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So Michael's dating Serena,
yes.
And I remember my sister telling me, because I was like, Michael lost so much weight. She's like, she's getting this meal prep from this girl, and I could have swore I heard fire, but I was just like, so I'm like,
when was
is
that?
It them? This was probably about like a year ago. I think.
They were my customers. Yes. Long term. Long term.
Yeah.
See, that's the part where I know I'm lacking. I need to get those testimonials up on my site.
Yes.
Because so many people lose weight.
Oh, yeah.
And they're so happy. Like when they take a bite of my food, they're like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
Because it tastes so good.
Yes.
And so it's like portion control.
Yep.
Like when we go to restaurants, like you're going to get a big old plate for the same price, but it's not going to, in the long term, that's going to hurt you.
Yes.
So how about you invest into me plating your food properly the way you should be eating, and you lose weight.
Yes.
And you're going to feel great.
Yeah.
So you have to think about it in that way, and I hope people can...
It's an investment for your body, like right? This is your vessel. Like, you got to take care of your vessel. Like, I'm about to be 41 this year, and I'm like, health is wealth. You got to be mindful, right? And it's a lot about the food that's fueling your body.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think that some people, it's like, oh, I ate, that's fine. But no, it's like, what are you putting in your body?
Yeah. And or even worse, a lot of women starve themselves.
Yeah.
I literally have so many women like, oh, I just drink coffee and I don't eat until lunch. I'm like, oh my gosh, your cortisol is shot up through the roof. You're super stressed out, and you're working, and you got kids. I was like, you're just destroying yourself. But a lot of women don't eat. They just drink their coffee, and they go straight to work.
I did not eat today. I just had a coffee.
See what I mean?
And I suffer from hormonal imbalance and all of that. So, But
and then all these fad diets, like with no fat. Yeah. I'm like, girl, I was like, we need fat for our heart and our brain. And I get these plans sometimes, and I'm like, can I help you out a little bit? Because that's not healthy.
Yeah.
You need a well-balanced meal. You need all of it. Yeah. So I see that a lot.
Oh, no, we got to hit Michael up. He has to do Michael and Serena, they got to do a couple's fire food testimonial online.
Yes. And she does all the social media stuff. So I'm like, girl, you need to come help me out.
I know, right? No, because you could see it in my little nephew. He was husky.
Really?
And I'm like, oh my gosh, he lost so much weight. So
so that's your nephew.
Yeah, Michael is my nephew.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's a
what a small world.
That's crazy. Yeah.
What a small world. God's thumbprints all over the place, right?
I know.
So let's talk about, you mentioned mentorship, right? Valentino and Tim. You mentioned some of the small business resources, like the Small Business Development Center, right? Mm-hmm. What are some of the resources that you have come across that have been very helpful for you? And then the big F word, right? Mm-hmm. Finances. That's like, to us, that's like the big F word. It's starting out. Like, how am I going to fund this, right? Mm-hmm. How did you come across that? Like asking yourself, like, man, how am I going to be able to continue this going? My finances don't look pretty right now.
Heck no.
Right?
No. I think the thing with my business, it's pre-order.
Yes.
So you get paid in advance.
Yes.
So that's how it was able to operate, because everything was prepaid. So it's really unique.
Yep.
So I was blessed to get these the monies, and then I would, purchase, and then I'll be able to invest slowly.
Yes.
So that's why when I tell my community, hey, you guys built this.
Amen. Yes.
I didn't. You built it.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Because it was brick by brick.
Yes.
Because I didn't open. So I went into my brick and mortar in April, got my permit for the restaurant. But I didn't open my doors till October because I didn't have funding to open it, because I had to do the grand opening. I'm like, this isn't it. And then I have to, you want it picturesque, right? You want the news is coming. The
I know, I seen it when the Fresno Area Hispanic Foundation featured you and everything. Yeah.
So it takes money. You're throwing a big giant party.
Yeah.
And I wasn't ready. So I was and I was still investing into the business, into my branding, into all the things. So it took me a while, but this whole time, it's really been my customers just providing the financial part of it.
Beautiful. Because we don't have a business without a customer, right?
No.
And I mean, I think I've seen this throughout all of the interviews, right? That the customer, right? You're taking care of your customer. And I like the way how you're highlighting it. Like, you're not giving you all the credit. You're giving them the credit because they helped you build it. It was built through them, right?
It really was. Yeah, because if no orders came through, I wouldn't even have a business.
Yeah.
So I think like the starting at home was kind of a good idea because it kind of like got me ready for now.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't imagine opening up and then just like trying to market and brand.
It's like you got to crawl before you walk,
That's crazy. I'm like, no, like I don't crawl before you walk. You're like running. I'm like, dang,
it's like now, right now you're running already, right?
Right now I'm running as fast as I can.
But you were able to, learn from that, right? Yeah. Like the investment wasn't as much as now, right? That you have that brick and mortar space, but you were able to like see and, okay, I don't want to do this, or I learned from that. How can I maneuver that, or how can I figure out, what not to do now that I have the space at the brick and mortar.
Yeah, I feel like I'm always playing chess or Monopoly or whatever you want to say. I'm a expertise at gambling. I like to gamble all the time. They're like, you want to go to the casino? No, my life is a casino. Are you serious? I'm literally like moving stuff around all the time.
It's like ding, 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 ding. What do we got from Johnny?
I got nothing left.
Oh, man.
Nothing.
Yeah, but it's true. Yeah, I mean, and you it's like you're in a casino in entrepreneurship, right? You're risking it. You're like, it really is.
And that was kind of the mistake I did is I just kept investing, and I shouldn't have went so fast.
Yeah.
I should have just like.
There's this book that I'm reading. I forgot the How to Get Big Projects Done. I think that's the title. I'll share it with you. I got your number now. But he talks about think slow, act fast. But what he's saying is like take your time to planify, right?
Okay.
When you're doing everything and you're planifying and you're making sure, okay, you're thinking it out. Then once you see that you've mapped out the vision, then you're like, boom, you're going to go like act fast, right?
Yes,
and I'm like, okay, so then I am thinking slow right now. I think I'm thinking a little bit slower than I need to, but it's part of the process because because it's you're able to see the things, right? Like, well, what if this happens or what if that happens, and you're able to map it out, and it's like, okay, I figured it out. Now it's time. Boom, let's go full throttle, right?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I wish somebody told me that before, but I was just there,
No,
throwing money there.
No, I know. I've been there. Trust me, I've been there. I've been there. So, we're about getting ready to close up our interview for today, which has been awesome. I know it goes by so fast, but we're going to talk about some, what has been your most rewarding moment so far on this journey. And if you could sit down with your younger self, with younger NiNi, what would you tell her?
That's the part that got me. When I was reading the questions, I was like, I think the most rewarding part is I'm able to help my community make lifestyle changes at the end of it. Amen. That they're going to be a lot healthier for their children and for generations. And they also teach their children, children teach their children. So for me to be like hey, you changed my life, and then they're passing it on. Like, there's really nothing better than that.
Oh, yes. So, girl, you're going to make me cry. No crying.
So it's not just like a service. It's something more to me.
Yes.
Because I'm broken. I've been broken since I was a little tiny girl.
Oh, my goodness.
So tiny.
Oh, my goodness.
So when you say, like, did you ever, like, see yourself here now? No way. No way.
You're going to do it, huh? You're going to make us cry.
Yes. Because I was been told, like, you're stupid, you're this, you're bullied. I was bullied. I had no stability. I was up and down California, homeless at times with my mother. I'm broken.
Yeah.
And I want people to know, like you can do this too.
Yes.
I'm a broken little girl with no education background.
Man.
And I have no degree, and I made it this far.
Oh my goodness.
You can do it too.
You gotta, yeah.
Like, I have a fire in me. I have a fire in me. And I've heard that once, and they said, you're a warrior.
Yes.
And I
Xena the warrior princess.
Yes. Before I could even see it. And when people speak those things into you.
Yes.
Like, it really, like.
Yes.
But people don't, like, the power of words is what I'm saying.
Yes.
The negative.
The power of the tongue, right?
The power of the tongue. And I broke the shackles.
Yeah.
I literally broke all that stuff off.
And we got to break those chains, right? Because, like, I get it where you're coming from. Yeah. Man.
Yeah. So I know.
I'm teary-eyed right now because I get it, like, it's so inspiring to hear your story because, I've always said too, what we go through is not meant to define us, but it's meant to mold us and who we're meant to become, right?
Yeah.
So all of those trials and tribulations, they don't define us.
God was getting us ready.
He was molding us, right?
He was preparing us.
He was that potter.
And it was through pain.
Yes.
The pain is good.
Yes, there's purpose through pain.
There is
definitely.
Purpose. I 100% believe that.
Yeah. No. Yeah, it's
I would not be sitting here if it wasn't for all that. So
no, I agree, man. That's beautiful. But like, look at you now. You rose up like the phoenix.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So.
And I hope that I want to inspire people. I want people to know that they can do it too.
Yes.
By hearing my story.
Yes.
I really hope.
Yes.
Because.
Man, you're inspiring many people already. You've inspired me. Like, I know when we heard your story. When we were at the workshop, I'm like, we got to get her on. Like, we need to hear her story, and it's going to inspire other women out there, right? Yeah. Because, like, there's single moms out there that are struggling, that they maybe find themselves in the same predicament and they feel like, they're at a crossroads. Because I was a single mother once, and later we'll have some coffee and we'll talk about that, right?
I'm there too,
but it's like, what I'm saying though is like, we're at a crossroads, right? And it's like, man, but from that experience, I was able to rise up and be like, you know what? I'm gonna make this happen, and we come out stronger. We do, and we all have a story to tell. But thank you for sharing your story. I know, yeah, no, we'll talk about it definitely.
Yeah.
So as we get ready to wrap up, NiNi, tell our listeners where can they find you and how can they try Fire Foods?
So they can find me in Chinatown.
Okay.
Yes. So should I say my address? Or?
Yeah, everything.
943 East Street, Fresno, cross street Tulare. I have a grab-and-go refrigerator where you can go all week long and grab your meal preps, or you have an option to order online, pre-order, and we do delivery Sundays every week.
Nice.
Yeah, so we do home delivery, office delivery, and then pickups.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are your social media handles?
Fire Foods _meal preps.
There you have it, y'all. Fire Foods _ meal preps.
Yes.
Yes. So, well, NiNi, thank you so much for being here with us and sharing your story and the strength behind the woman that you are now. Like, wow, you shared about how you've been broken, but that brokenness allowed you to just come back stronger. And it's beautiful. Yes.
Yeah, and that's why I have the phoenix in my shop.
Wow. See, and I didn't even know about it. And I'm like, yeah, you rose like the phoenix. Yeah. Like, I'm literally getting chills right now. Like, this is a divine appointment right now because God knows, right, what we've been through. And he gives us these trials and the tribulation because he knows how we're going to come out stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. So thank you for sharing. And we want to give a special shout out to Nate Gilbert and the Better Business Bureau here for allowing us to have this beautiful space to host our podcast. NiNi, thank you again for coming out. And also to the Valley Small Business Development Center for supporting small businesses to help them start, grow, and expand. We're very appreciative of everything that you guys do for our entrepreneurs. So thank you and have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you.